In a month.
No, I just need to work on really just level changes.
Level change?
I get low.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you want to work on it.
I've missed my season until Greco or college.
Okay.
So.
Well, here, you want to work on
Movement skills.
it. Work on it.
Movement skills.
Movement skills,
I'll
good.
let Izzy on this one.
So here's the deal. No, this is good. We should be able to outmove. We should be able to do movement skills for like 5 minutes straight. That's like the benchmark standard. Like we should be able to stay in our stance without doing this. That's why I was getting on the kids. Like your legs get tired usually after about 30 seconds of good movement in the stance, and all of a sudden, instead of being here ready for your shot, you're doing this. Not only is it harder to get on your shot and get to the person's legs when your butt comes up, but it's also harder to defend your legs. So we can actually out-wrestle people just with our feet. Like we always say, like hungry wolves eat with their legs. That conditioning and movement. So to get started, but just move it. I was never good at wrestling. Just remember our pitch was 0 really quick. So I was never good at just doing this. This just felt like wasted energy. So my goal, typically within that movement, that stance of motion, was to get my opponent's feet square. Does that make sense? If I can get it square, so if he starts in a right leg lead or left leg, whichever, but if I can somehow get him just squared, now I basically have all my shots. I can go this side, I can go that side, I can go high crotch, double, sweep, single. So the goal with the stance of motion is to get their feet to freeze and get them squared. That's a good scenario to be in. So one thing that we can work on to do this, are you right leg or left leg? Right leg?
Right.
Okay. Well, we should do both because you are going to wrestle, you're going to fight left leg leads, right? So let's just start with the right leg lead. I want to be able to get Nazir's left leg to come forward, right? So here was my approach. I'm not saying one approach is right or wrong, but this is what really worked for me. I get here and I post. And when I say I post, I actually chuck. I'm not just doing this or doing this, it's this, okay? Not to the face. This is a good strategy for you right off the whistle. Shake hands, whistle. Here, then I take my forearm and it goes right to the neck. Do you see what his head did? It's off the center line already. And his legs go. Yeah, and even if, now this is good. That's a good observation. So I'm in my good stance. I always like to say I push with my hips though too, right? I move with my hips. So it's boom, here. Look at that. Remember our first 3 lines of defense: head, hands, hips. I've already beaten his head. Hands are kind of off center too. Now I just need to get to the hips. So one more time. Here, club. I'm just going to get him to square by reaching for that foot. So I'm just going to step. Yep, there it is, and then I square up. He's squared, but I'm still in my stance. I have a shot right there. Okay, so one more time. Just to warm up practices. Person, partner, give them a little bit of resistance. Okay, so it's here, here. Now I'm going to step, reach, get ready for my shot. You see, I never came out of my stance, I just pivot into it. So this is called a, what did I used to call it? It's called a step, pivot, fake. Does that make sense? You want to just try that back and forth to get your feet moving? What eventually I would like to see you do is be able to do this just in a movement skill for like 5 minutes straight. Step, post, club, step, and I'm still in my stance. He's now out of his stance. See if you can work with a partner back and forth on that. Okay? Any questions? Do you need to see it?
Yeah.
Can I borrow you, Braxton? So again, get lower, man. Yeah, there it is. And try to keep your elbows into your knees. So again, it's post, club. When I say club, I'm not using necessarily my hand, I'm using my forearm. So it's boom, here. All right? His head's off the line, his hands are a little bit. Now I'm just going to step, reach. Yep. And then now, I'm in my stance, I'm lowered for my shot. He's squared up. So it's post, club right away, sorry. And then I'm going to step across, reach, right there.
You got a good ankle pick set up.
Good ankle pick, good double.
Cross ankle
cross ankle, single, low single, all from them going from here. Right, you're 2 steps ahead at that point. Their feet are frozen. You want to give it a try? Just warm up, work on the footwork. Okay, thank you. 3, 2, 1. Ready?
So it's here.
Yep, pose. And then club.
Club.
Now, when I club, again, I'm using this part of my arm, boom. Okay?
So
Pose.
club.
Yes.
Like that.
Yep. Step, and I'm going to
Step there.
Yep, you're going to reach. There it is. Yep. And you don't even have to necessarily worry about your shot right now. You can just post here, step, and I'm on my shot. Right? Okay? Do another one. That's good. Oh, come back, come back, come back. Okay, yeah, go for it. Post, club, yep, step, reach. Don't keep stepping that way. So what I do, is my post club, sorry, is I reach. See, that's the pivot. Good. So one quick thing on this, pivot. So when I club here and I step through to reach, watch, I just
Okay, so
pivot.
you're just staying on that same.
Yeah, so I step through and reach, and as he,
Okay.
I'm just
So you're
pivoting
swing-
off my front foot.
You just swing the back leg.
Yes, bring the back leg and your hips back around. Your front foot shouldn't move after you step through and reach. The only move is the pivot, the facing.
Slow it. It's here.
Okay.
Hit.
Club,
You just do
Post.
reach.
So-
Yeah. Now, see how you squared yourself up though? When you pivot, come back and hit. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I don't want you to do, as I step, I don't want you to do this, where I pivot, and now I'm square. You're in a good stance, right? I want to be able to
Wrong hand.
step and bring that back. Square up for me for a second. I'm still in my stance. You're squared. I got all this real estate right here because I'm in my shot already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Like, go back to
Yeah, good.
square up.
Just try to keep your feet a little bit closer together, but that was good. That was good.
So like here.
Yep.
So I'm just coming.
Yeah. Yep. Just make sure now you reach, so I have to go, whoa, your arm's squared.
Yeah. Okay. You do that. You do that again.
There.
Like they can climb it.
Yeah, but if I do
Step.
this, you don't.
That was your best one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
You feel like you're ready now, and I'm still doing this.
Yes.
Okay, and do those.
Now
It's yeah, you got repetition. Reactive. Yep. Yep. So we can even be here, right? We're just kind of camp out. You post, club,
Club.
step. Yep, good. Now just try to get your butt down versus this. Good. We're hand fighting. Post, club. Yeah, there you go. So you're outflanking me at that point. Do one more. Post, club. Good. Yeah. Are you guys getting it too?
Yeah.
Let me show you how to do this with a left leg lead.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Like,
Aren't doing it the left leg.
yeah, you in the U.S., like most of us, for whatever your right leg lead, you go look at international people,
It's like flip.
left leg.
Yeah.
It's just flips. I don't.
We do our mirror.
Well, with the way, if you don't mind being a left leg lead really quick, it's the same deal. I'm gonna post, club, get it set off the center line, and now I reach just like I can reach with this hand this way. I like to go thumb down on this side because if zero lets me as I step, I can snatch this up. I'm going for it. Chances are you're not going to get it. So boom, boom, step, reach. They're squared up on me. I'm in my stance. It's basically the same thing.
Just on the other.
Yeah, exactly. So that leg's forward, same move, post, club. Instead of stepping and reaching and squaring or pivoting, I'm just clubbing, step, and I'm right there. Less movement involved in that one.
Yeah, easier.
But
Yeah.
really sell it that like when I reach, like if he lets me, I'm gonna snatch it. Okay? If they don't, the way they keep you from snatching it is
Like,
doing that. Yeah. Now you're on the shot again. But really focus on, after he brings that foot back, you gotta pivot and get ready for your level change of penetration.
Yeah.
You see it? Feel good? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Down and shot. So one left leg knee now. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna square this up. Good. Now, if you're a right leg lead, if you go in your shot, your right leg has to, knee hits the ground, right? So,
I do love getting someone's
reach.
That's
That's better. Yeah. Yep. Try to pivot just a little bit more. So when I can you put that leg in front? Post club, reach, step back.
Grab.
There I am, right there. Okay.
That works. Can you do one?
Yes, reach.
Yeah.
And then
Yep, get ready to get on your shot. Yeah, that's good. Now let's try back to the right leg. So here,
Yes.
post, club, reach. Good. More. Post, club now. Look at what legs forward. Yes. Good.
It's not like you're a fireman.
Yeah.
So now we partner without saying anything, switch your stance.
Okay.
Give them whatever stance. Because part of, wrestling is we got to recognize like what stance they're in. Like, are they right leg dominant? If they're right leg dominant, they're going to feel really weird putting that right leg behind them. They're going to lose their best shot. Right? They're going to be on the defensive. So when you come out, recognize how they're standing. Your right leg lead too. So part of the game is like, I want to at least get you square. But if I can get that foot to come forward, like that's a huge advantage. So this is going to help with your perception. Just come out and like we're here. Now which leg are you going to go? No, you stay in your foot. Yeah, now go. What do you do? Yep. Yes. There you go. You can come out. I can do left leg lead again, or right leg, whatever you want to do. Change it up on your partner. Get better at recognizing what stance you're in. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
post.
Yeah, that is all the same for all of this. Yep, get post, boom. Yep.
Club.
Reach. Just make sure you pivot. Don't necessarily keep stepping through. So as I reach, right, you just bring that leg back. Okay. So it's just reach. There. This side.
Post.
Yes.
Reach.
Good. Okay. Yes. Good. If you're going to go for your shot, make sure you get your knee. Yeah, because I have a sprawl there. Head up, so I want you to get your knee. Yeah, so if I'm going here, right? See how my head's up too? You're kind of getting on your shot this way. You got a really good sprawl on me here. Yes. You can chin whip, so really penetrate in, okay? Let's do one more.
See that one shake.
Reach.
Better. So your goal, worst case, is to get your knee here.
What now?
What I was doing, I'm trying to actually get my knee there. You end up short, or if you even get, I'm going over, you can get your knee a foot behind you. Let's do one more.
Post.
Yep.
Reach.
It's just like, hey, when we do MMA, trying to understand is this guy southpaw or orthodox, or what stance he's in,
Yeah.
and is he moving forward backwards? Same with this. So let's yeah.
What's to stop? Because what I've been doing to Nazir every time is I'm just like doing the defense against an 8-year-old swinging wildly. I just post and kind of shove him back whenever he tries to do something.
So
Just
that's
be faster.
what you show me what you're doing. So
Yeah, so
here.
whenever Nazir is going.
Right. Yeah, just forward. And the other thing, Marty, is like this club. If you do it correctly, they're not going to post, right? So if I get here, club, it's going to be harder for them to post. And as I club, that's where I'm stepping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
boom, step. Or you can go club, step. Right? I get here as I step. He shouldn't be able to post here if he starts to reach up. All right? It's still there. So club, step, really.
Step.
Yeah, you want to get. Yeah, so if you club me, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't have a post there. So the club is super important to be able to get their weight forward.
Okay.
Get their weight forward and their head off the line.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've also been able to find myself when I'm doing that more reliably to get like to a front headlock than a
Yeah.
double leg.
Well, the other thing you can do, so if I club Braxton, right? Sometimes their arm's gonna flare out, so I go here and their arm just kind of does that. You can go under with there too. Snap. So, but you go short offense, but I do like to reach for the leg. And, yeah. Okay, you guys get it for live wrestle for a couple minutes. We will do 3 minutes. About halfway through, we'll just switch. We can just work on takedowns, but really consciously focus on movement, stance motion, getting them squared up with your hand fighting. Now I'll show you something else we can do with our hands next. Okay. Here we go. 3 minutes.
Wait, change your shoes.
Go.
What's your coat? Wait a minute. What's his skin? Oh,
You might find
so nice.
Yeah, I think I just, do you have gloves?
no, I can't.
Okay, do you have an extra? I
I do, but they're home.
Yeah.
I'll get mine.
Okay.
I'll bring some next
I'll
time.
get you the competition gloves here in a second. That's good. We crossed. There it is. Right away. You got a club. Don't let them get settled. Yeah, just
There's one thing I have. It's
shit. Right here. Sorry, you okay? Okay, time, new partner. Good work.
I'm gonna try last off. It wouldn't have worked, but I'll try it.
1 minute. Good.
I really like these.
Time. Get a drink if you need it.
Candy.
Oh yeah.
It'll be gone quickly. There are
They look like good candy.
Thank you. Okay, let's put the second. You have your shoes. You want your jacket?
They try to give me way too many sweets at work.
Oh, okay. So that's where it came from. I got it. Okay. Jacket, water.
Share some with Everett. Don't eat them all.
Oh, that's for both. Okay. You got it. You got it.
Oh, do that. Do that, and you can keep it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Let's go.
Only like 10 days you have to keep it safe.
Alright.
All right, see you, bud. Good work tonight. Good wrestling. Okay, next one. A little bit like the Weldman drill that Penn State does a lot, where he's just clubbing into collar tie. So this one I like. You can set it up. Let's do it this way. Because again, wrestling ear to ear, at least for me, I don't feel like I got a shot, right? So if we start ear to ear, we did work on that elbow pass last week. I always struggle with elbow pass. I like wrist roll. I like collar, wrist roll from here. So we're here. One thing to keep in mind, if you're going collar tie, this is the important part. It's not what's on the head. I want to keep my elbow close to Nazir's jaw, right? And he's doing the same. Yes, so what I need to do, I need to make just a little bit of space. If I'm here, I'm not going to wrist off, make this really strong. I can't do that. I need to make a little bit of space. Now, I should be able to wrist off. I just look in to his elbows, just really, and then I take my chin to my chest, boom. As soon as I'm here, look at all this space right here. Snap. I don't let Nazir go. I stay on him. He gets up. I come and club with my left side. He's probably going to try to reach and grab. Make space. Look. Snap. Okay? Pressure forward. I'm making him react. So again, one more time. We're in a double collar tie. Go ahead and make this really strong. So again, just make a, I already have the space. If my head's up here, I can't decide. See the difference between my head being here, make some space. If I'm having trouble making space, frame, bump, right? Really strong here. Frame, head, use your legs to. Now, I could actually maybe do my elbow. But here, grab, make this really strong. He's look in just a little bit, chin to your chest. It's a small move. As soon as I'm here, space, and I'm just going to step. I stay on a bam, the other side now. You may reach, same deal, space, wrist off, take him, snap him towards the collar tie side. Step, let's stay on him. Okay, does that make sense? Do you need to see it?
Could you also do like a single from there? Like
Oh, yeah.
once you clear that?
Yeah, just the reason why we're doing 2 in a row, your first snap, they may be ready for your shot. Keep moving around. Actually, remember I was talking about stance of motion for like 5 minutes straight? You want to be good here for like minutes at a time, making the person uncomfortable.
The goal is to get their posterior chain weakened
Yes.
and exhausted.
Yeah.
And that's what that's going to do.
This?
It really that lower back. It's like the muscles that you work out for deadlifting.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to make tired for them.
I think the best drill, we need to work on just the chain of this first and getting comfortable. But like set the clock for like 2 to 3 minutes.
I don't know.
And you're just moving the person for 2 to 3 minutes without getting out of your stance. And at the very end, then you shoot. So you watch elite wrestlers, they don't typically they don't shoot right off the bat. They're trying to move the person, break them down. They wait a minute or two before they even attempt their first shot. Because unless the ref's like they're stalling. Like they're setting it all up, beating them up a little bit, then they go. So this is what I want us to work on, is just like moving the person, feeling confident moving the person, and then eventually we can get to our shot. Any questions? That was a good question. Anything else? Okay, just give it a shot, see if you can go right back into your left. Do not lose contact with the person. Keep the pressure on him so when he gets up, he can club right into your left. And again, you're snapping as you step to the collar tie side. Does that make sense? If you're collar tying here, I'm not going this way. I'm going this way. I'm stepping here. If I'm collar tying here, stepping that way. Okay, give it a shot. 3, 2, 1. That's right. So the bullhead on the middle collar. Yep. Now, here, try to get your head just a little bit. Yes. Now grab the wrist. I'm looking to my elbow. Now, yes.
No.
I immediately.
So where are we going?
Keep your hand on it.
So I
snap. Yeah, but snapping, make sure when you get this off, so if I feel this off, I can stay my right leg on the sleeves and take it that way.
Be careful. Yeah. Because when you put your arms so low to grab you, then leave the neck exposed really bad. And even if they do this, they crank your chest. You gotta do the arm.
Yes.
Yeah, or like your chin's not it. Because they just go.
Don't lift up your
Yeah, here. It's just brush away.
Just make it a little bit look. Take my chin like that. It shouldn't be a duck. Just a little shine. Look. Chin your chest. There it is. As soon as I do that, I'll let you go, but I want to stay on. Okay? Try again. Yep. Boom. Now snap. Yep. Keep your hands on. Yes. Good. Boom. Yep, there it is. Yep. So if you can do that now, it takes work, but like boom, boom, yeah. It's called a Weldman.
Oh, you're right. When you're on your
over
hand,
here.
you let go of my hand.
Snapping. I'm trying to do that for a couple minutes. No, that's really oh, the old shot. Then you gotta go to the shot. But just getting really strong with, yeah.
Make sure you're doing this because this is where
Yes.
you're
I like to work on the position.
And
Yeah.
always make sure, if I have this collar cut, I don't snap, I don't like to snap straight down, because I may snap right into the shot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why, even with the right leg, I'm stepping through and snapping. I mean, I need to throw this wrist or.
The only reason that didn't work was because I managed to.
Here.
Yeah.
You're gonna circle up. And you did a good job protecting your legs. That's why I didn't go for my shot. Now I just come back. We'll do the same thing. Now, it's hard to defend that second shot. Is that
Because if you go really fast, it's like
I
we're
like
trying
that
to get
second
up
one
and
right. You get to try to move it too.
boom, we're gonna get a shot in
That way I can work the line.
you
there. Yep.
have to
Yeah, really. Yeah, and keep in your stance. So this leg just take, no, I go, I step this way. Yeah, don't turn the hips. Just take a little bit of a cheat step with your right foot. Now snap me right where your foot. I'm gonna circle up. Now you grab me again. Wrist off. Good.
I'm a lot worse at that side because it's right.
So when you finish that one,
out,
you
so
snap
there
your
isn't
right.
anything versus.
Here,
I kinda
if you're
like-
right leg lead,
Yeah, a little bit better.
right leg, right leg, foot.
I-
Yep, yep. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep. Now come back for a second if you want, since we're all right leg leads. After the second snap where I'm clubbing with my left hand, and again, I snap to my collar tie side, so I usually just do a little bit, so I wrist this off. You don't, the second one, you don't even necessarily have to wrist off because it should be a little bit shaken up. So we start from the beginning. Again, if you need to make space, look in, grab, boom. Immediately, I just do a little cheat step. Snap, keep my hand, bam. If he reaches for my head, I may not even have to do a wrist off. I can just chop it really fast. After you do that chop or wrist off, and you snap in here, right into your single. Right, it is right there off that left hand snap. You can finish it however you feel comfortable. You can do your backside finish or get heavy. What I would admonish you to do, you go for this sweep single. I don't like to do this because he can whizzer me here. So take it, yes, shin whizzer. I like to split my hands. This is here, this is here. See if you can whizzer. There's no way. Yeah, you got to start turning this way to whizzer. And now I'm coming up with the leg.
I don't know about that. Oh, I know you know all about that.
So split. So I punch through, split, and then I just get, sometimes I don't finish backside, I'm just gonna try to move his, right there. I'm not trying to bust his meniscus, but I am putting pressure that way to make it light. So I just get here, drive, and I can start shelving that way. You know, if you're doing freestyle, there's your leg lace too. So on that second snap, left hand so you can pivot right into your single. Any questions? Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense to you too? So your right leg lead, as soon as you snap me this way, this, and he comes right here. Yeah, I'm like, we'll show this half position. Pivot. Yep, this is here. Yes. Boom, there it is. Yep, come up with the leg, trip knee. Just make sure when you bring this leg up, if you're standing up again, if you stand up, you're probably going to try to start facing me as I come up. Take this high into the arm. See what happens if I'm here? Now, here, and then now you can just trip. Yep, and I just use the post. Make it look real straight. I can't trip here. Now, yep. Like it. Okay? Alright, so here. Is that here? Yeah. Oh! Yeah, you gotta move that way down. That's our little cheek set.
Just went north-south instead of flipping on how you're supposed.
Yeah, and then right as you step, snap. And on me. I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna defend there. This is where now you closer. You left. Maybe that way. There it is. Now, you gotta sweep. This foot right on that side. Right here. Sweep that to that. Yep, now, yeah. There it is. Now, I'll mark it down. Yep, do one more. Does that make sense? So when I finish this, after I snap you this way, even if I get behind the bed, I don't want to here. Here. Now I got all kinds of levers to show. If you turn towards me, stand.
That's not hip stretch.
Look right away.
That's a glute stretch.
Get that right.
Yeah, you do this.
Left knee
Your leg.
doing this. This is a high crotch with your left
Oh,
leg.
dude.
Your
That's
left
on
leg.
the full guard.
This is my
The other day, they were squeezing my all right here. I was all tired.
It'll work out for that muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
walking. It's like,
This knee's off the ground, that knee's on the ground.
I know it's right there.
Okay? That's good.
I might hold it too.
Okay, we're doing another round of live wrestling. You want my training or my competition gloves?
It's fine. I'll just do more
you
quick.
have to do guillotines with envelopes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do guillotines with none of the downsides.
Okay, we'll go 3 minutes. Halfway through, we'll change partners. Let's just work on, again, takedowns only. So now you got 2 ways. Stance of motion to move the person, right? Post club reach, or post club reach, or go to your snap. Again, you can do elbow pass. I like wrist off, snap, or wrist off, snap. Always snapping to the collar tie side. Okay? I was telling Braxton I don't like to snap this way because I can snap them right into a double. I like to, and on that right side, again, where right leg leads, as I snap them this way, I take a little bit of a cheat step here. Does that make sense? Versus just trying to move them this way.
Back step almost.
Yeah, but I keep this leg forward.
Yeah.
It's more of just a little cheap pivot because I don't want to do this. Now I'm on my
You're
stance.
trying to do
Yeah.
something like that.
So if I'm here, as I snap, I keep my dominant leg forward. I just take a little tiny cheat step and then pivot. And I never let go.
And you do that just to make space.
Yes, to make the space, and that little bit of torque aids with the snap too. Yeah, that's a good point.
And then your level changing as you're pivoting.
Yep, because if they're not good, you were doing a good job of this. Like that first snap, if they don't, like if I get snapped and I just do this,
Like, don't
there's your shot. But if you snap me into this space, my reaction should be, I'm not letting you get to my legs. But eventually, as I come up to protect my legs, you can get there, or you just collar tie me and snap me again. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, here we go. 3 minutes. We'll switch halfway through. And I want to show you a ride here in a second, if that's cool. Okay.
I'm trying to get that guillotine. I'm trying to go for a yoga spaghetti.
There you go.
Keep going for back.
Yeah.
between the teeth. Yeah. No, sir. Good. Okay, time, new partner. Good job. All right, since we haven't gone yet? Yeah. 1:30, 1 minute 30.
Oh, it's good.
Let's do that. I'll do it. You're good. Keep going. Keep going.
Good?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
No, you're good. I feel very good. Man, to wrestle against him, I understand.
It's all good. I like it.
I'm very defensive oriented.
Time.
Good job.
Do the drink if you need it.
You good?
Oh,
I didn't get you.
What happened?
oh, you scratched my eye a little bit. It's all good.
Yeah.
Nazir's done worse to me on purpose.
No. He's done worse than me.
Also on purpose.
That's one of the reasons, and I don't do it well, but like posting on the shoulder, less likely to get somebody in the eye that
Yeah.
way too. Okay.
I just try and go for constant pressure, and it often works. With the other person trying to get out of that.
Okay, I wanted to show you a quick breakdown, Ryan. Call this like a little cheap tilt, but I think it would also work for MMA. So there's a couple ways to get here. If you collar tie me real quick, like if I get here and it's loose and I do a shuck, where I just check my watch, step, there's my, so I want to work claw a little bit. So I have a claw here, or if we're grappling on the ground, you just start in referee's position, scramble, or if you're starting your second or third period. Again, I'm kind of a spiral guy. I'm just going to use the spiral to get to my claw, if that makes sense. So I'm just here, and then as soon as the ref says start, or again, if I get a takedown and Nazir's building, this tight waist, spike the thigh, this is shallow, and I'm bringing my head way over this way. I'm not reaching for my claw yet. I need to get, are you good? Mm-hmm. I need to get Nazir's weight on his hands first before I reach for him. If I just reach my claw here, he's gonna pinch this arm and roll me. I gotta get the weight on his hands before I start my claw. Does that make sense too? Like, I've seen many kids, an adult, get pinned for trying to claw without getting their weight forward. So, the way, again, I get my weight forward is I just run a quick spiral. It's not much of a spiral breakdown, it's a spiral bump. So here, boom, bump, that's all I need. This shoots through now from my spiral, grabbing the trap, and this isn't enough. going deep, and I take the trap this way. It should be a little bit of a strangle if you do this correctly. Here, here. Did you see as you pull and you're taking this through, it should be uncomfortable on their neck, but you see how his right arm got light, right? I get here, a little bit, so I get here. Now what I do, I step up and really pull. And I'm going to take Nazir to where my claw's pointing. I'm just going to take this here, grab my own wrist. And there's your pin. If you want to get on top, if they try to roll through you guys, like now you can start working your arm triangle. It's just a cheap little tilt from the claw ride that works really well. Okay, so
Can I see it?
yeah. Where are you, Braxton? So if you're down, again, however you get here, as soon as they get their weight, however you do it, maybe we're even just scrambling and Braxton's trying to build. There's his weight for it. I grab, pull. That arm leaves the mat. I know it's go time. So I just pop up, block with this knee. This comes over, grabs my wrist. This is my block. You're gonna make your arms really strong here. All right, and he's strangling himself. You see how his face is turning red? The harder you fight this, you're like sealing your jugular for you, right? Remember about Jack really quick? So everybody can see it again. So again, don't go for this until you get their weight forward. If you don't like the spiral, again the spiral. Have you learned spiral right a little bit?
I'm just not good with names. I know a few moves, I just don't know like.
So the spiral is once you go tight waist. This is just thumb in the armpit, spike, and my head goes way diagonal. See? Just a little bit of weight on the hands. Now Jack's got broad shoulders. My arms aren't super long, but I'm reaching through, grabbing here, yank. Okay? He's gonna fight it. So I get deep, hop up, grab, and I'll get back to
Oh, you got figure 4 too.
yeah, then you get figure. So, for you guys that are doing MMA, I get this in. See how Jack is trying to turn this
Twist
way? Right into a choke. Here, face crank. Right? This is just a good position for me. Or, gift wrap. And for you too, for a pin. Here's your pin. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah.
The first thing you showed was like the cloth from when you're standing up.
Yeah.
From there, what would you do? Would you just kind of flip into like a mat return? Or?
Great question. Yes. So again, even if on a duck, if I'm here, I have my collar tied here. Let's say I just duck into it. Two things you can do. Find the hip. It's kind of like the spiral. Block the hip and start taking them this way. Again, once you get here, I'm lifting. That arm goes up. Here, here, sorry, take them over. Or, like you said, you can go mat return. So I get, again, we're here, I do a duck, boom. This comes, instead of coming here, here, take them down this way, right. If they fall, there's your pin. And I'm always looking for a wrist here. Because if he goes belly down, I got the wrist. Bring it out. You go bar arm, boot in, okay? If you want to play with it too, remember you really quick. You guys that have been, get down please, that have been doing leg rides, you go claw, right? Keep the spike, lift, drive. Here's your boot. I usually put my boot in shallow, opposite of the claw. This splits and looky here. Right there from the claw. And I could just start drive. Yep, drive. There's another, this isn't a cheap tilt, this is a bad one for him. Alright? Yeah, you okay?
Yeah.
Glad you got young shoulders, because like that happens to me, my shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, and I scream. Bloody murder. So if you want to add that, try the tilt, grab your own wrist. But if you guys want to try to boot in from that too, shallow boots though. You bring your boot too deep, you're going to slide off, or they're going to sit through. I'm not a huge advocate of the cross body right here. Any questions? Give it a shot. 3, 2, 1. Nice compliment to the spiral.
I'm a jerk whenever I get like the standing claw. If I manage to get it, I always go for it with a soda
Oh
guard.
yeah, you could do that too. Just watch the person's head when you do that.
Yeah, no, that's why
Yeah.
I'm not doing it here.
Okay, you want?
Do you just want to start down?
So you just start
Oh.
here.
Yeah, and then you can, yeah, if you want to do tight waist chops, just get and use this to bump my weight forward. Now, that comes in. Yeah.
And
Pull.
Or
Oh, yeah, see how my,
up,
yes.
and then there.
Yep, grab your wrist. This, keep down a bit. Block, take you this way.
here?
Yep, if I try to keep me in your hips, come out. Where's your, this it?
Yes.
Is that leg on the floor? Bring it under, just, yes, this leg comes on top. Yep, because now, if this is tight, then retighten it. I'm gonna choke myself trying to go this way. I'm gonna choke myself going this way. Just keep it strong here so I can't belly down. You may not get a pin there,
But you'll get
you
back.
get back points. And then, maybe they go belly down, but if they start to turn into, that's where you just get on top. So, yep. Yes, right away.
There.
And rip it.
Pull it
Yes.
up.
No, you don't have to get that high. You can, but just make sure you watch where this is should be tight. No, come here. Keep this tight. Nope. Keep this tight.
Oh, my elbow. Oh, okay.
Like close to my hand.
I was like, that's not a
Yeah,
good sound
right
for a
there.
shoulder.
Yes. Now that bring it back. Yes.
The only thing is whenever you
Yep.
turn someone like this, and then you put
Or
weight,
the other thing you can do is
yeah,
like
like
put it,
someone,
you put
if
here
I like land without someone putting their body weight,
and lift
especially
a little bit,
I
not too
think
much.
that's,
Yeah.
That way I
especially
can turn
if
towards you.
you feel like someone,
Right?
size man,
And in doing so, look where my shoulders are. So it doesn't have to be too strong, just kind of keep this attached. You don't have to like throw me with it. Yeah, because that's going to bring my hips off the mat. My hips come off the mat. What gets on the mat? The shoulders. Yep. Yep. Right. Yep. Block with that right along. Good. No. Just grab the wrist really tight on my neck. Yeah, that's a lot worse.
Right where we started.
Come back, grab over here. I mean, it's uncomfortable, grab tight. With my elbows.
Is that legally put
And as long as you don't keep cranking it, like you grab your own force, right?
there?
Put that foot, or, yep, oh, there. And now I'm like, if I go this way, I can't go that way. If I try to go this way, that's where this like.
I kind of
could.
feel more like worse.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I come towards you on top. I shouldn't be able to go that way.
I was curious.
Here's your pin.
Non-bar.
I would wait to see if you get your 4 points.
I think it would be better
So
again.
now you can get your pin. Good.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know, what you're talking about now.
Forward.
Damn.
Really tight. Get up. Tight on the wrist. Yep. Walk.
Yep.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Tight, tight, tight. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Now see if you can hit with a
Yeah.
spiral in case
That's what I was
you're
trying
a
to
strong
do.
kid. You can't, yes, a spiral again.
Maybe.
Good, protect your shoelace.
Like, that's not worth it, because if they try
Tight
to
waist here, right?
another,
I immediately unwhistle this, the arm.
Now you're on ball.
Right
Yeah.
and not deep, not going to claw yet. Here, here. This is just to keep you from falling off as I take my head way over your forehead. You see how that, yeah. Now I can even go wrist, but for now I'm going to claw, right? Again, I'm not getting up too high, I can just get here. This comes over. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So try to spiral now.
So it's
Here.
just awkward so
Yep.
you go.
here.
Here.
Yep, you can just, yep, don't go deep. This is just to keep you from falling off as you bring your head way up.
Just strap.
Yep, there you go.
And then
Boom,
claw,
yep, same deal.
claw, tight.
Don't fall too far away because now I can start, yes. There you go. Yep. So don't, as you bring them over, don't fall your hips.
Just too much momentum.
Yeah, because I want to be able to, can you get down for a second? As I bring it, and I won't keep cranking, but as I get here, as I come down, I want you on my hips. Sitting in my hips, here. If I land here, you can try to whip over, face, yes, you see that? So try to keep them here. If you try to whip over, I'm just coming right on top of you.
And then two.
I don't know.
That is an experience in this. Trying to do it to you.
Yeah,
If you're fast enough, you can just move your momentum.
Yeah. But where I see a lot of kids fail at this is you get your claw in, right? They don't do this. They just kind of hold. Yes. They just hang here. I'm gonna grab right into a Peterson.
Yeah.
So you gotta take my head and turn it this way.
So you have to make sure
Yeah.
that an arm comes up in your body.
Yeah, that's the sign that you got it in right. If I'm just here, wing down on this arm. Yep. Yep. And then grab
I'm just
it.
trying to, yeah, I was like, I want to step over
Right
for
there.
them to do that.
Yep. So if anybody tries to claw you and doesn't go to that strangle,
I'm just going to say
whip
tap.
them down. At least create a
Like,
strangle,
shoulder
maybe
right
a
there.
Peterson out of
Yeah,
it,
not
like
the
cradle. But if they're
Like,
blazing with that claw,
Yeah, I was like kind of heading over.
that's why
Yeah,
I'm really encouraging you.
Yeah.
You get here.
He knows what he's
immediately, as
doing.
soon as
He
I
knows what
push
he
you
could
up,
be doing.
I'm ripping it.
Yeah.
Right? The other thing you do, I'm grab here. There's my turf. Hey, you put that foot there, I'm gonna grab it, put it here. Now it should be on a comfortable pin, right? You see what I did with your foot? It's like a poor man's bow and arrow. Can I do one more? Yep.
So.
Yes.
this one,
Yeah. Bring the key is bring your head way over. Yeah.
There.
Yank it right away.
Grab.
Block with this leg. Take me over. Get me in your hips. There, right there. Good. Yep, either there or there. Because if I start turning in,
Keep it on screen.
good.
And I was like,
All right, next one I want you to do really quick.
And I was like, at your back. I was like,
I want to here,
jerk.
spiral,
I'm like,
claw.
I know, I was like,
Stay
it's like, you just,
yeah,
you
still
go
block.
like this slow. Run right there and just sort of like,
Now,
yeah.
I can
I was
immediately
like,
switch.
if he jerks back, I'm just letting go.
to power half. And start taking you over.
I was just.
But right now, just try to see if you can get a leg rising. Don't worry about the turn yet.
So you do this, right?
Yep, bring it, shoot. Yes, now, claw, right away.
And then claw.
Claw, claw, claw. Yep, now bring this through.
In.
Yep, just get your toes on the mat. Yep, now, this foot, bring it,
Yeah.
lift it up for a second. Right
Oh.
there. Now, I'm stuck. Cause it, yeah, this comes over the top of my head. Nope, nope.
Here. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're right there.
There.
This, yes,
Oh.
pressure down.
And then. Yep.
Yep, there's another tilt. Good. We do one more. Hey, when you get a second, I've already started to interrupt you. I just want to show Braxton this power half. Can I borrow you just really quick? So, again, you get this claw, you're yanking it. Keep this here as the weight's forward, because where your hand is here, that's where my shoe's going to go. That's where I want to get here, here. Toe on the mat. This foot, if you can. Jack is doing an excellent job of protecting the shoelaces, but anytime they hook, okay, because what I can use this for, gently, watch the meniscus, I can start doing this, and he's going to start falling this way, right? If I want my power half, watch, yeah, I know what you're doing, but like, power half, this is garbage. This is, I want deep. Take them over. Okay?
What do you do if they do keep their shoelaces
Yeah.
in and tight?
What's that?
What do you do if they do keep their shoelaces protected?
You can, so,
Bump it forward.
I just keep going spiral.
So just keep kind
Yeah.
of wrestling and
Yeah, I either, if I can get the weight on their hands and their shoelaces are still protected, I can still go claw. I may not boot in. If they're protecting their shoelaces, I'm just gonna pop up, yank it.
Mhm.
As soon as that hand leaves the mat, I'm blocking over, and I'm just gonna do this cheap little turn. And again, you can get your back points, or you can take them over this way. You got to look at arm triangle right
Yeah.
there.
It's kind of like
Or-
shoulder crunch, right?
Yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
exactly. So keep that in mind. That was a good question. Any other questions? Okay. Anything you want to see in the coming weeks? I know I said I'm not a big claw guy, but I do like this.
Could we maybe do like a little movement skill as like what to do when they try to claw around you?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. You guys want to work out? Do you need to go?
yeah. I
Okay.
picked up my mom's car. So
Hey, good work tonight. I hope you learned
Thank you.
something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you back. Yeah. Have a good rest of your evening.
You too.
Okay. You guys want to work? Can I come help you or whatever?
Yeah.
Are you looking to wean down?
No, not that one.
Okay,
I want
okay.
I want something else because sometimes it's like if it's
Yeah,
Jack,
it's-
I
yeah.
don't want to wing down on Jack, and then
He's
he's
on
got my
top
back.
of you.
No, and
Yeah.
then he's my back.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, he like just pulls me with him.
yeah.
I'm a back pump.
So are you getting the claw from this spiral?
Yeah.
We're both pretty consistently good
So one of the ways I like to fight the spiral is do that
Go
bit-
Granby.
switch. No, you can do Granby or the switch.
Oh, just wait. Yeah.
So if you're behind me, and we just got it's like everything in wrestling, we've got to build that intuition. So if he's tight waist and I start to feel this, I'm like, oh, he's gonna, and so he's gonna want to bring me this way. So what do? I go the opposite way. That's where the switch. You can try to take me that way now, but now I'm going this way. To me, that's the way to get out of the spiral and get out of the claw. Yeah, so again,
Thank you guys.
see you, Braxton.
See ya.
See ya.
So as soon as and I get beat to this inside
Yeah.
space, I'm
Okay.
making space this way because I don't want him to get here and then go to the claw.
Yeah.
So I'm going here to try to seal it off a little bit to set up. And again, this hip goes this way. If this is the one that hits Matt, don't land on your butt. I'm making space.
Okay.
When you can reach at that point, their shoulder may be trapped right here. Grab their leg, their shoulder's trapped through here,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be uncomfortable as you come.
That's
on
actually
top.
kind of what Spencer was showing us. a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that
Go
one,
ahead, switch.
yeah, just a hip switch. Yep. Just try to make more space. It's a good one to hit if you feel like they're coming inside on you. Off the tight waist. I feel, or I'm sorry, off the arm control. I start to feel that, I'm going that way, I'm going way from it. And they may start chasing you, then you just, now you add another skill to it. But the switch is just a good change of pace to get the person moving if they want inside.
You wanna-
Right here. Yep. Now you see, can you come back? That's what I say, you gotta get to your right hip when you
Okay.
switch. You can't sit, because then you get sucked back.
Okay.
If you get stuck here, now this is where I'm going
Sit in,
to
turn
my
out.
the Grammy seer, sit out, turn in.
Or turn.
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
I say? Sit in, turn out.
Yeah, do that, but switch the words around,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like you gotta chain these together.
Yeah. Okay.
There, yes.
I think I know the problem on the first one was
I was just.
I didn't put all of my weight forward too,
Oh.
so he wasn't able to really.
Yeah.
Because when I'm already starting to go forward, if he hits that right time, my fix is just go straight.
Yeah, and you see what all these mostly have in common? There's a hip heist.
Yeah.
Hip heisting, that's how you get out. I mean, if you're gonna Granby, you usually got a hip heist into a Granby. I can't just Granby here. I got hip heist out and then Granby. If I wanna sit out, turn in, I'm usually getting up, heist, turning in. I do my switch, heist, right? Hips forward, turn. It's like super important in this bottom stuff. That's why you want to keep his hips covered so you can't move your hips out and turn them. Does that make sense? Do you want to try one, or do you guys want to do it?
Yeah.
But again, this is a good one to do when you feel like they're trying to take you this way. I'm just gonna like bring my hips that way and go out the other side. Yeah. Yep. You can actually chain these together now. So you get behind.
And I did mine.
Yeah, then you start your spiral, then you go.
No, I do have one question. It's kind of not relating to this, but it's something Spencer's been getting me in, and I kind of want to know how to get out of it. He just gets the tightest tight waist you have ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
he just
Does that?
wrenches you down and turns
Yeah.
you.
So here's the deal.
What do you do about
First
that?
things first, do not let them get a 2-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
So he's already got inside space on this tight waist. Also know that it's illegal off the referee's position
Yeah.
to start here. So that's why that sit out or standing up right away is like a good
Try that again. Let me see.
Yeah, so the thing Spencer does is if we say 3, 2, 1, start, just immediately
Yeah.
he just turns and shoots in. And sometimes
Yeah.
he'll send me back right
Yeah.
for a jiu-jitsu competition and just start strangling me.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think from there probably the best thing to do is as soon as I feel him start to tighten, just immediately
you can do that, and then
Swing up.
Granby.
Or Granby off that high.
Yeah, because what if you start? Can I borrow you? So if that tight waist gets super deep, the thing that shouldn't happen, he's driving me forward. I should like he's bringing my weight this way. Pretty good.
Yeah, no, it almost.
Sorry.
I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I
sorry
had
about that.
limp arm out.
Yeah, and that's so. So you can
Yeah,
get
they won't.
you
They
can
won't.
back at me.
They won't.
they won't follow you if you
Yeah, if I get super tight and I'm driving it like you can switch, but I like the Granby there on the really tight waist because you should be able to bring this leg out through, right? Through. Yep. I'm gonna let go, or I'm gonna roll with you, but
Yeah.
at least we're in a scramble
Like
now.
a one-handed cartwheel.
Yeah, 'cause
I-
they shoot this through, I can still
Yeah.
do this.
Spencer also got one on me that was, as we were doing that sit out, he almost got like this Kimura wrist lock on me as soon as
Yeah.
he turned.
Can you show me what
So,
this is our how to hack Spencer?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out what exactly he did, but it was, no, I know what it was. He went out, and as soon as he got here,
Oh yeah, camera lock.
grabbed immediately here.
Yeah,
And
camera
then
lock.
started.
That's right. Yeah, that's what you can get from that switch.
Yeah. So try that again on me. Here, I think I know. So you here.
Yep.
Really get to your left hip as you switch.
Left hip, and then you want to
Turn, nope, turn
No.
towards. So
So-
it's that switch that we did where you're
Oh,
going here,
Oh, it's that one.
and then now, if that arm's there,
Oh, you can grab it too.
right into a hammer
Okay.
lock. Yeah, or that Kimura.
Yeah.
Or wrist, double wrist lock.
whatever it wants
Yeah.
to be called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's your hammer.
Yep.
That's a hammer lock.
Yeah.
And then you can also go bar arm from there, so you can get your submission or move to a bar
So you're
arm.
gonna wanna like,
Yeah.
turn,
Yeah.
flip, and then you can get them to arm bar.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that one was neat. As we were going, he just kind of hooked it under and
That's why if you get that switch on you gotta watch, not just for the hammer lock, but if Nazir switch, when we go slow, but like again, the switch works, in my opinion, when you know the person's trying to take you this way. Granby
Yeah.
works great there too, but I love it for going here. Now I just switched. Yes. Just make sure you land on this hip.
and then yeah, and as you're like put
Yeah.
your right arm under, and then okay.
There's the hammer lock. So if I try to roll there, the other thing you can do is right there, ankle right away.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Now,
Okay, ooh.
now I can't roll.
Then you're
So
on.
I would do this before I worry about the finish because I'd rather control the person. If
Yeah.
I can start breaking them down,
Honest, from there, they're either you can try and go for like the one arm rear, naked, where
Yeah.
they have to give that up and go there, which brings them that much closer to the ground and gets rid of that support.
So if you're behind me again, you know, long story short, like the thing would be helpful to remember. It does help to do this,
Mhm.
right?
It's like windshield for your arms.
Yes, but make sure you're landing on this hip and scooting this way. Like I'm going out, that's the hip heist part of it. I'm heisting way out, I land on this hip. You can
Yeah.
switch right here, but if
Like
this arm is
scooting.
caught, that's where you can immediately hammer lock and start looking for ankle rocking. The other thing to help keep them from rolling, I think,
So when
people like really want to drive this. What I like to do is put it in the back pocket. So I'm here. Now how's you're gonna roll, right?
The way you want 'em to
yeah,
go.
this is a nice finish, but if you want control, what happens if you miss the finish? They roll, you miss. I would rather get here and get here, and now I can start breaking them down. If I can somehow find an ankle here, right? Bump and start breaking his ear down. Now you know, now you got all kinds of things you can do here versus just trying to get their shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm not discouraging you from doing that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
keep in mind there's some really good control you can do there too.
And then one I picked up, actually not from Spencer, that uses like very similar mechanics, is when I'm trying to like get a stand up, is going straight to a Kimura. If you want to go back for a second. So the way I was going to show this, when you're going here, you always put your hand here and
Yes.
ways.
Kazushi Sakuraba. Yeah, you just got, I wouldn't do that.
I would do the Kimura because we've experimented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta watch their shoulder.
If I drop it, you're just giving me a single leg.
That's
Yeah.
where you gotta get their shoulder pointed to the ground, and then you can do that Yokosumo Geishi.
Yeah, your butterfly hook.
And then take them over the opposite shoulder. That's, or I don't do this because I worry that I'm going to bust somebody's shoulder, but this is what Sakuraba would do. He would get here, right? And you're up, he would get here, and then he would just like fly this leg. And you're going to go over, or your shoulder gets
What would you do?
He would just like get here, and he would just lean against the ropes, and when he was ready to go, he'd almost like Grammy roll.
Oh.
Go. Right?
Yeah,
That's
so-
how he got
Imagine like
Henzo. He like
Yeah.
did that, and then Henzo's arm went like this, and he just took him over. So he didn't roll.
Like hold smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like imagine just like the off the ropes
Yeah.
suplex, but with a Kimura.
The problem is with the Kimura, somebody bigger, stronger than you, like this can be a 50-50 position. No, you can start working the Kimura there on me. Right? Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of like Kimura.
I think I actually, what I did on Alex was I started getting him in that Kimura, and he just
Yeah.
picked me up.
But again, be
Like,
careful,
oh, no.
like Nazir's got me in the double wrist lock, right? So this way, like you want to,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I think
Yeah.
we did this the other day.
But no, we did this, but we were on the ground.
Yeah.
Or something.
All I need to do is get his hand.
And then now I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're, my perspective on the double wrist lock, I want a person down flat, either
Yeah.
behind them,
Yeah.
which is a hammer lock, or have them pin like this, and then now.
Yeah.
I have a
Do the double.
strange fascination with double wrist lock, hammer lock, Kimura, Americana. I have a strange fascination
Dangerous.
with those. I don't know why.
They will ruin somebody's shoulder, and they'll be out for months.
I think it's because that is like the one and only submission I was ever taught in like children's jujitsu.
Yeah.
Like
So
was
the
the
other thing
Americana and
to
the,
be wary about is
Yeah.
double wrist lock. So if you're my half guard, a lot of people like to try to go here, and then double wrist lock again. It's a 50-50 position. You can double wrist lock me here too. Yep. And Nazir's gonna win this one. If we get here, he's gonna double yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He's gonna break my grip. He's got gravity on his side. He's got leverage. So I used to try this, and then going against guys that are bigger and stronger.
Trying to do your Kimura roll?
Yeah.
Roll or sweep
They
them?
try to go this
Yeah.
way, but they would just posture up, right? Boom. And I'm like, oh, wait, now I'm getting double wrist lock. So I don't if you can keep that shoulder down when you're doing it, you might hit it.
There's just so many different, there's just so many better things to do.
Yes.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yes. Like somebody like Alex, like you're not gonna double.
And every time you go for a submission, you give up. Like you let them sweep you. That's like
Yeah.
my time to sweep you.
My thing, and we've worked on this, like I get here, maybe I fake the double wrist lock, so you posture up, and get here.
And then kind of go center.
Yeah, now I got an undergrip, now we're wrestling.
Now
You
I
gotta
gotta
try to cross face, yes. And that's why usually if I come up, yeah, I'm actually making space when I come up though. So like you posture up, I'm gonna scoot back a little bit and get here, so it's harder to cross face me. And the whole time you're doing that,
You're getting your.
I'm like cross facing your leg to get your hips, but now try to cross face me.
Again.
Yeah, this is like super important to split the legs, just like I was doing on top on the leg ride, turn their hips. Now I can hear if you try to smash me down.
You go through sweep.
Yep. So I don't try submissions from that position. I'm trying to get up.
Yeah, I think I used to try and do like kimuras from guard and stuff like that. It's just like
Yeah.
full goal.
Well, yeah, when a person can punch you,
Oh yeah.
you're trying to do this and it's
You're doing something that requires you